Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Just getting started guys. I was looking at my watch list, trying to sort out some levels. So we are open in about 5 minutes. So hope we are all doing well. For me guys, today as usual I'm gonna be starting to trade after 5 minutes. So I will wait out the first 5 minutes of the open. So that's the plan initially, and we've got our watch list. Have I posted it? Not yet. No. Let me just post the watch list first. So alright guys, these are the watch lists. I've just posted it on the chart. If you want to look at it on the left side, top right, top left, this is the watch list guys. AMC, Apple, Space, SPY, Snap, BTBT, mRNA, PFE, and we've got gappers, GRVI, SPRT, BVX, V. There we go. And we should be opening soon, guys, so let's get ready and good luck. Ding ding ding, we are open. So let's see. Okay, BTBT is I probably wouldn't be interested in it if it doesn't break 8, guys. It might fade off. It might fade off initially, as you can see. So BTBT not interested yet. As I said before, guys, as usual, I will not be trading for the first 5 minutes. I will be observing the price action of the things that we're watching. GRVI washing. I believe GRVI is gonna be weak for the fact that it has sort of gapped up and didn't really sort of have that momentum to continue on. So if I want to be long biased on it, it has to be over 7, guys. Anything below that, I am short biased. So there will be a lot of short sellers shorting it on the pops. So GRVI, be careful longing it. If it starts breaking 7s, then we might have something with it. Let's have a look. Stretch it a bit. More space snap. We've got that. What do we have here? Also, SPRT is washing. It's done a nice gap from 7 to 850s, and it's washing from 880s to, let's say, 8. So 70 cents wash off the open. This might provide us with something. The only thing is we have a daily level at 8. This is the problem. If there was no 8 here, guys, I would have looked to short it 830s, around 830s if it does pull back, 840s. But since we have that 8, I am a bit worried about that. So I am going to leave it alone. If I trade, if it does look juicy here, I will be trading really like small amounts, guys. Really like small share size. So it does look good. SPRT does look good. When it does break 8, it could actually run. There's quite a bit of room, guys, after 8. So it does look good. SPRT for a short. As I said, guys, it's going to be a small try on it. Just because we have a daily level and an 8 there. It could stall there, that's why. Oh, come on, SPRT. Just gonna break that 8 now, aren't you? When we don't enter. Anyways, if it does break 8, we'll wait on this SPRT. I didn't get in around 840s. That was my zone here. Let me just put my zones. There it goes. There goes SPRT. You just didn't give us a chance, did you? I mean, it did over on this, but that was quick. Usually what I do with this one off the open, if it does start to have quite a bit of weakness, I wait. I start slow on these quick pullbacks, micro pullbacks. I start small, and then I'll add it on the main zone here, 840s, 850s, risking about 10 cents over the high zone. So, but I couldn't do it on this one, which is fine. So that's our zone basically. So a SPRT could have been a nice trade here. That's our daily coming up. 775 is that's not a daily basically. That was probably intraday. This 8 was a daily area right here. So it's breaking that 8, and let's see what it does after that. If it does start to come back up to 8 and stall, and if the price action shows us a nice short, then we will take that short, guys. We might have another chance at it. Initial entry was missed on that. What else do we have? GRVI, BVXV, SPRT, and MIR. Okay. Yeah, really nice. It would have been really nice trade. On the break of 8, anywhere here would have been a partial. Right here somewhere. And then a stop to break even. I was also watching the other gapper, which was GRVI, so it's halted. Clearly it's strong, guys. I was looking into shorting this. If it start breaking 6, I was looking into short, but now I'll be avoiding shorts on it for a while, guys. This is the first hold, and usually after first hold the continuation goes and gets much stronger. So if anything, I'll be looking to long it unless it does something really significantly weaker. SPRT. And we have Neuro. SPRT, I wasn't watching it properly. It did come back up to 820s. We can still rely on this zone here, guys, on that pullback. We can still rely on this zone. So if you're going to take a short around here, it's going to have to be your stop is going to be 850s over 850s. So you would have to wait for it to break the 850s for you to get taken out. I am watching this for a possible short right about now, guys, to be honest. Just watching the tape. 4 cents spread, 5 cents spread. Just a bit spready, trying to get the ask. See, the thing is a little bit spready, so it can. The entry is a little bit difficult on it, but 19. So limit. Yeah, let's do that, and then let's do it. I put some limit orders on it. 850. What is it? 819s. Come on, get me filled. Unbelievable. Alright, guys, I've started on this. I know it's still early and it bounced off of 8, so we gotta be a bit careful on this. I've started early around 819, guys. 819 is the short. I tried to get 820s but couldn't, so 819s is fine. Right here. Yeah, so that's the entry, guys. So I am looking into 850s over 850s to exit this. GRVI is, by the way, open, guys. GRVI open, and as you can see, huge move up. This was our pre-market levels. It is above 7, so it's quite strong, guys. And if it does start to break the previous pre-market highs, it's gonna short squeeze for a while. So just be careful shorting this, guys. So SPRT still pausing there nicely at 820s, and let's see if it how it reacts around 830s. We've got this zone for it to go through. We have that zone for it to go through. If it does go through it easily, we'll think about exiting it. But if it starts to hold, you can even add under 8. So if I do get a good price, I will start to add under 8 as well, because if this breaks down like that, that means that zone is holding, and once it starts trading under 8, it will give us a really nice trade. Looking at the daily, it looks really good for a short. Sorry about that. Alright, see the fact that it's holding 8 right now is a bit against our short, basically. So this 8 shouldn't have held. So initial move was down, momentum was down, and this considered as a healthy pullback, and then the continuation. So the continuation doesn't have to happen straight away. It could chop around here. There you go. It's stronger, guys. So get careful. It's coming up there and it's getting strong, and we've got some volume coming in. So be careful. I'm not going to add on that zone now, guys, because it is stronger. If it does go above 850s, I will take out my exit. I'll stop out. So around over 850 is my mental stop. So this is good, guys. It went into the zone and it just rejected from it, but not strongly. Ideally, you want it to reject a little bit faster than that, and if it does close red nicely, that will be a good rejection. So we want this bar to close red, close to 8s, and then start attacking 8s. In that case, we have a really good trade going. But right now, if it starts to break this wick, 830s, 840s, then we might have a problem. Okay, so forgot to record. Okay, recording set. All right, let's go. SPRT, come on, let's carry on. 8s, 11s, 8. We want that. This is looking good, but we want that 8 to get taken out. If it doesn't, then we're still in the congestion area. We could still lose the max loss, max stop on it, basically. Ooh, GRVI. See, that high couldn't get taken out, guys. Now it's a halt going down. It's definitely a halt going down. Why is the price moving? It shouldn't move. This price shouldn't move. Yeah, it's halt. There you go. Yep, so that's the danger of trading these on a breakout, guys. You have to be extremely quick. So it's a momentum chase. Anytime you're trading these, you have to be lightning quick, guys, on your exits. And that's the only way to trade these. So there's your best example. You know, people who bought it here, start exiting here, and then other short sellers piled in. Boom. NCTY 1159. Let me have a look at NCTY. Other charts. It's a little bit liquid. No, I'm not taking that. Does look good, but no. BVXV looks good for a short. BVXV. Space. Alright, we're still waiting on SPRT to do something. We need that 8 to get taken out. It tried, but it failed. But we still have the chance for it to break down. There we go. Here we go. This might be the move down, guys. There we go. Lovely. Let's bring in some more volume in here. Keep the momentum going. Just a little bit spready though. 10 cents. But with these kind of stocks, when it does start to move, it will move properly. So we know where our stop is. We are still on the full stop here. We haven't brought it up above here. If it starts to break 8 and successfully break down, right now it's close to 8. I wouldn't bring it down here. But if it starts to break, let's say get close to 770s, then I'll bring it here. Bring the stop down. So right now stop is at over 850s. Alright guys, you want to keep an eye on space as well, guys. Space has if it starts to break these highs, it's gonna run, guys. It looks like it wants to bounce to at least to 35s. So keep an eye on space. I'm looking for longing it over 31s. I'm looking to long space over 31s, guys. And I might also start early as well on that before its breakout. Depends on the volume as well. If it starts to bring in more volume, I will probably start early as well. So I am looking at a space for a long over 31. I'm watching space. It's not very clean, but if the volume comes in and starts breaking 31s, it could run, guys. Today might be a good bounce day for it. So I am looking to maybe even enter around 3090s and then over 31s. But the volume has to come in. Hey Julian, how's it going, man? You alright? We are looking at space. We're looking at space for a long. So, I might start early 3090s over 31 add. and it's looking strong. We want that volume to come in. Want the volume to come in a slightly more volume would have been nicer on the breakout. Here we go, 31 getting attacked. We'll see how it breaks it. There you go, some volume coming in. I am gonna start, guys. 3102s. There we go, 3102s, 3102s. On this one, your stop will be slightly more, guys, under VWAP. Anywhere when it starts to close below VWAP, that's where I'm gonna exit. But I have it's a bigger picture trade, guys, so it could run. So it's already giving us around 15 cents. There we go, looking good space. We want that 3120 to break. That's a pivot point there. Looking at the daily, guys, it looks good. Looks good for a nice bounce. So we gotta be just a little bit more patient with it. There we go, there we go. It's breaking that recent high, so we are getting that momentum coming in. Look at the volume, guys. We want this volume to be consistent. So with this bar, we want to have consistency on the volume. There we go, lovely. Now this trade is looking good, guys. Once it starts to break above 33, so we can actually, now we can keep our stop really low, guys, like 3080s, around 3080s. So keep your stop very, very, I mean, the risk is very low at the moment on it now. Guys, SPRT, I'm gonna come out, guys. I'm gonna come out SPRT. I just don't like the way it's actually curled up and starting to rise up again. So I am gonna be exiting, almost break even on this, guys. We shorted it here. I've gotten out. Let me have a look. 820s, guys. So let's call it break even. Just 1 cent loss on it. I just don't like the way it's trading. This needed to continue, guys. I don't like that higher high. But let's continue watching our space. This has some potential. So Julian, you trading anything? Talking about Bitcoin. I do watch Bitcoin only if I'm trading Bitcoin related stocks like Mara, like RIOT. Right now RIOT looks for nice for a short, to be honest. So if I look at the Bitcoin, let me get the chart for Bitcoin. 40,000 is huge resistance, of course. 40,000 is huge resistance. What it's doing at the moment is trying to sort of break that, and it hasn't broken yet. It needs to break above actually 41s for it to. So, but there's some momentum coming into it. Our space has pulled back down a little bit. 3080s is your stop. So did we create a stop on this? .3080s. It's still before VWAP, guys. I would consider putting it under VWAP. just under it, like 30.70. Now this needs to close below VWAP. It could be just a wick, guys, so you just don't want to get wicked out of the trade. So let's see if it closes below it, then we can get out, but before that we can still stay in it. So this pullback in itself could be another opportunity to buy as well. Add. But I didn't add, to be honest. I was thinking of adding on the hold of a VWAP area. But yeah, but I'm okay with that initial entry. So we are waiting for space to break the previous highs, high of day 31.30s. Come on, space, continue that move up. 31.30s needs to break. You see, this is what I mean by your stop, guys. This mental stop is really important, where you're gonna put it. If you had kept it at, let's say, 30.80s, you would have been stopped out on the wick. But let's say you have your level at 30.80s. What you can do is you watch it carefully and make sure it closes below 30.80s, and it's the next bar is also continuing the momentum. So in this case, it didn't do that. It just wicked you out and then continues back up. Most cases it will do that. So what you could have done is just keep your mental stop at 30.80s, but have a hard stop just a little bit away from your mental stop, just in case if it just crashes down. And then when it starts to sort of pull, sort of recover, then in this case, right here, guys, you could put your hard stop. Sorry about that. So that now can be your hard stop, because what it did was it tried to break that area, a VWAP area. Let's call this a zone from, let's say, 30.80s to 30.70s. It couldn't do that. In fact, it got rejected badly. Instantly there was a bounce from it. So what does tell you? It basically is telling you that that zone is strong, and you can base this zone here is strong. You can base your stop off of that zone now. So in my case, guys, I will pull the stop up to 30.70s, 68s, a hard stop. Now I can risk a hard stop off that level. Before I couldn't, because that zone wasn't created yet. It was just a theory that there is a zone here, there was a support here, but since this happened, it actually confirmed it. Hope that makes sense, guys. We are waiting for the 31.30s to break on it. Getting a little bit heavy. I just don't like that price action. But again, as I said, on space it's a bigger picture. So it could just chop around here a little bit, and then if it starts to break, we're good with that. So we're going to be slightly more patient with it. Anybody looking at anything else interesting? Guys, also I am seeing a PFE. PFE is basically right here. If it starts to break the VWAP area, it's creating nice little, whatever you want to call it, flag. As you can see, guys, obviously the daily is also extended. So if it starts to break down, there might be a good short opportunity, but if it starts to break that as well, there could be a long opportunity. But on this one, guys, the stop is big. So initially your stop would be under 4270s if you're going to take, let's say, 43 breaks. So that's yeah, so 43 break would be a long, and then if it starts breaking down below 4270s, that's an opportunity for a short. I'm inclined towards a little bit more short side on PFE, but we'll find out. All right, SPRT is doing what we expected to do earlier on here, guys. So because it was chopping around a lot, I exited almost on break even, but now it's coming back under 8 and starting to make its move. So it doesn't matter what it does now, guys. If there is no setup for me, I will not take it, but we tried on it earlier. Just the timing was off. If it does start to break this down, that's what we were expecting from this trade itself. So that's that. And PFE, here we go, guys. PFE is broken that little pennant. It went up to 43s and is rejecting from it. Now if it does come back up and start trading over 43s, that's actually a good sign for a long. So I'm watching a PFE, guys. I'm gonna start small on PFE, guys. I'm gonna start small for just before the 43s. I'm long on for PFE. I'm long on 42.97s. I'll check the price up. I believe it was 42.97s. Yeah, sorry, 98s. So I'm long 42.98s. PFE long. I just need that 43s to break, and once it starts breaking, I can put my stop 42.90s, guys. Very small risk on this one. Just because I'm a bit short biased on it, I'm gonna keep my stop very tight, and if it does take me out for like 12 cents, 15 cents, that's fine. I can always re-enter. So 42.90s is my stop on this, guys. 42.90s. 42.90s. Somewhere there, guys. That's the stop. Here we go. Okay, come on, let's go. 40 through. There we go. Starting to go for it. Okay, still waiting on PFE and still waiting on space. So space, our stop 3070s, and it's tried to do the same thing again here, but it got bought back up very quickly, which is a good sign. So what we want on this one is just when it starts to break out 3130s, get some good volume behind it. That'll look really nice. And we have PFE long over 30, but I got slightly early 42.98s. And on this one I'm expecting it to break for the high of days. So let's see. On PFE, by the way, guys, I've got a really small tight stop, literally about 10 cents. So that's not bad. If you guys have anything else you are watching, let me know. Okay, we need that space to get some volume, momentum behind it. I mean, with this volume, it's not going to break that. We need to start getting more consistent volume. If the volume starts to creep up here, like 100,000s and over, then it will start to break, and it has more chance to break that high. Just not clean enough. Space isn't clean enough. Let's see what it does. PF is coming down 42.99s. We want that 43 to hold. If it starts holding, then that's a good sign for long. But if it doesn't, then yeah, you can like 42.90s. I'll come out of it. 42.90s, I'm out. 42.90s. There we go. I'm out of PFE, guys. So the idea on this one was a continuation over 43. It just did not have strength to continue on. So now, initially my bias on this was short. So if it does provide us with a good setup, guys, I will take short on it, but not yet. It has to be breaking 42.70s for us to take any shorts on it. SPRT. Wow, space is choppy, man. I mean, I expected this highs to get taken out very quickly. Today is extremely choppy, so it might be one of those rangy days unless volume comes in and starts breaking out above 3130s or start breaking down 3070s. And before that, it's just big chop. Yeah, as you can see, guys, PFE once that 30 didn't hold, it just is crashing now. There it goes. So PFE has decided that, yeah, it just wants to be weak for a while. So if it does provide us with a good opportunity to short, I will look into that. 7.7. Our SPRT, by the way, the first initial entry, I will still stick to my exit on the break even, because at that point right here was my exit, and not on this one, the next one, yeah, on this one. So I exited because it was just curling back up, and it was showing me signs of reversal basically. So I just didn't want to get my stop to get taken out at over 850s. But instead I just took it out because it was taking so much time for it to do something. Because I mostly chase momentum. If it doesn't do something quickly, then I'll get out. But obviously, if I had stayed in it and if it had worked out, still it would have been slightly off trade for me, because I just didn't follow the rules. In this case, I'm happy with this exit, but the only thing is, as I was mentioning, under this 8 break, I could have taken another entry on it. So yeah, that's SPRT. Right, guys, PFE. By the way, NURO is coming up again. This is a previous runner, so if it does start to run, it will run. So keep an eye on this. If it starts to break 19s, volume is coming in somehow. It could just be some but if that volume comes back in with some consistency, then if it starts to break 19s, it could run. Do keep an eye on NURO if it starts breaking 19s. As you can see on NURO, 2 days of huge moves up from let's say 4 or 5s, 450s to 40, and then third day it goes back. I mean, it takes 50% or 40% of that move, takes it out, and then next 3 days are all red, 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 red. So a bounce on this one could be due, but as I said, you know, the volume needs to be consistent. You know, this volume is not consistent. If it starts to break out, it needs to keep on rising. All right, we're out of space. Just didn't do it for me. 3070s, guys, right here. As you can see, guys, this waiting for this swing to get created before you put your hard stop is ideal, because now once it broke it like this, it wants to continue down. So now there's I'm not long biased on it, obviously. First of all, it's under VWAP, it's broken the zone that we were watching, and it's washed up really strongly as well. So if anything on this one, guys, we might be looking into shorting later down the line. Not just yet though. Yeah, leave Nero alone, guys. It's just I thought it brought in some more action on it. It's not ready yet. I'm gonna put an alert over 19s. I want to see how it reacts after it breaks over 19s. But anything before that, leave it alone. Right, guys, I am looking to short space. I'm looking to short space. $30.80s, $30.90s with a 30.77s. So right about now, if it starts to hold, what I want is this area, this zone to hold here, which is holding nicely. Just a little bit spready sometimes. This is not the cleanest, but still the trade is there. So I'm shorting it 30.70, just trying to get a better price. So okay, it's bouncing up again. No, not yet, not yet. Just gonna wait on it. TOP. Still waiting on space, guys. Still waiting on space. Right now it's rejected. 31 area is rejected. So we have that zone here that's rejecting. So we can base off of our stop just over 31s if we decide to enter here in that zone. There is a short setup there, not the cleanest, but it's still there. It's now gone down under VWAP. And the strength to the downside is stronger. It's showing sign of weakness, guys. So what it did was it tried to push up, tried to break above the 31s. It did, but this price action just getting heavier and heavier, and then it decided to fall and decide this direction. So even now, guys, on this one, I'm not really sort of confident on the direction because I feel like this is gonna go rangy today. Quite a bit of range, but unless it breaks out the low of day or high of day, that's the deciding factor on space now. Guys, SPRT looks good under 750. Under 750, SPRT looks good. It's done quite a few moves, so the exit will be quick on this, just before 7s. So SPRT under 750 looks good. Just be careful with the spread. If it does break down with the spread, then you might want to wait for the limit order to take a good better entry on it. So if you do take that 750 break, then your stop not that, I'm trying to duplicate. Okay, so your stop will be just over there. Well, it hasn't broken yet, but if it does, guys, 748, you can put a stop limit order of a few cents. 748. I'm watching this for a short under 750, guys. Okay, so space is trying to break the low of day, guys, here. As I said, once it starts breaking the low of day, we might have some continuation to the downside. See, SPRT didn't break that 750. I will still take it if it does break 750. Ooh, snap looks tasty for a short. Snap looks nice for a short under 75s, but your stop is 730. I'm gonna look into snaps, guys. Snap shorting under 35. It has to go under 35, 74.97s with a stop 75.30s, guys. Looking to short snap under 75s, guys. I know it's strong, guys. This is strong, but your target is VWAP on this, so quite a bit of huge risk to reward if that 75 breaks. It didn't, so that short now is cancelled unless this comes back down. This bar or this candle comes back down. So for me, if it stays this way, it's cancelled. So what is our okay, it's coming back down. So as I mentioned, snap under 74, 75s. Keep an eye on that with a stop 75.30s, 30-cent stop, and your target is 75.50, so 50 cents. Okay, now definitely is cancelled. That short idea is definitely cancelled. Okay, SPRT, guys, on this one, if it does come back up to 8 areas, let me just try to make this zone up here. Okay, if it does start to come into this zone and starts to hold, then I will take a short, guys. So the idea is for a short around 8 areas, guys, for SPRT. And what's space looking like? On space, I still think it's gonna chop around unless it breaks this level here, 3030s, with some volume. If this volume doesn't come up to over 100,000 or so, then yeah, that break might not sustain. We want to see this sort of volume when it starts breaking out, as you can see. Even then, this didn't really retain, but for the shorts, if it starts to creep up above 100,000, these bars, then we might get interested. But until then, it's the chop. $7.78. Right, PFE we tried earlier for long. Where's our PFE? About 10 cents. Over 43, we could try another long on it. Seems to be quite strong because what it did, it tried to sort of pull back from this move itself. That's not even 50% move, so it's recovering now. But if it starts to break 43s with good volume, then we can take a long. But in this case, guys, you want to put your stop under 42.80, so around 20 cents. Still not bad, I would say. So 20 cents stop for a possible break of the high, guys, on this one. For a possible break of the high. First exit would be just before the highs, 43.20s. So not a great risk to reward, but the trade is still there. SPRT just didn't make it to that zone there. So it's slightly slow today, guys. That's fine. I've got another monitor that shows me like 9 charts. Almost all of the charts that I see hasn't really sort of, I don't see anything really fancy on it. I saw Snap earlier. That Snap is looking nice, man. It's really tempting. That right now just under 75, so I'm gonna look at Snap, but it's not the cleanest. Snap under 75 with a stop, a 20 cent stop. I'm gonna try Snap, guys. Snap, a short 74. As soon as I said that, it dropped. As soon as I said it, it dropped. Come on, Snap. You didn't give us a chance here, right? But you... Alright, it's under 75. I wanted to short it. At least 74.90s, but look at this now. Snap, snap, snap. You son of a gun. Anyways, yeah, that VWAP, if you had taken it under 75s, then that VWAP would be a problem. So take your partial. Your stop would have been just over 75, by the way, in this case, 75.10s. Okay, let's have a look at PFE. It's just broken 45s, 43s. There's some volume coming in, so there's a nice little long opportunity there, guys. As I mentioned before, long over 43s if the volume comes in, which it is at the moment. Volume just coming in, but that volume needs to be slightly consistent. Like if the next volume bar starts to rise above the previous one, then it's looking good. Snap the space. Let's go. Space isn't anything. Neuro, guys, N-U-R-O, Neuro. I was mentioning this earlier, guys. It tried to do it here, break 19, but it's sort of calmed down here. So now it's bringing some more volume over 19. It is going to be quite choppy, but this could provide us with some opportunities if it starts to run. Neuro looks good, guys. It's bringing some volume over 19. Quite a bit of spread as well, sometimes 10 cents, 20 cents. But this could run. It's about to break that. There it goes. 1970s. Few dollars in few seconds on this name is really like, it's normal when it starts running. So over 19 idea wasn't bad. It's quiet, guys. It's really quiet. So in these kind of situations, sitting on the hands, practice your sitting on hands. Practice your discipline, not to chase any stocks. Like I could have taken a lot of stocks to trade, but there was quite a lot of things that was telling me not to take. So as long as I follow more rules and I don't break them very often, I should be good in the long run. No. Neuro, I feel like Neuro is the only one that is interesting to me. It wants to do something. It wants to carry on. As I said, it might be a nice bounce day on Neuro, but that volume, just what's happening is either somebody piling up on it slowly, as you can see, or somebody trying to pump it. It's quite clear. Like it tries to make it, but then fails completely, and the volume dries out. And then over here as well, tries it, and the volume dries out. So there's two possibilities to this. One, somebody trying to sort of pile up on it in these areas here, which I doubt that's the case, because if they wanted to, they will always wait for that pullback to pile up. Say, for example, if somebody wants to buy a huge amount of shares on this, if I was them, I will wait for this pullback, not here. So what this is doing is trying to pump something. Someone is trying to pump this. Having a look at the daily, everybody knows this is a previous runner only recently as well. So if they can manage to sort of get attention of retail traders getting in on it, then they could actually make it do that. So this is easily achievable on these kind of stocks because everybody knows what euro is if they traded last week. So I feel like this is being pumped to get attraction of retail traders, which they are. I mean, I noticed it here, and then I started to pay attention here. But then that, as you can see, guys, the idea of 19 breaks, that 19 broke and held really nicely. So that idea is, is very solid, is strong. So as long as that 19 holds, I don't care who's pumping or what it's doing. As long as that 19 holds, it's still strong for me. So I can't take shorts on it. I won't take shorts, first of all. Second, if it does give me a nice opportunity for a long later on, yes, I will take that. So euro is trying. 2025 is the level now. And it's breaking nicely. So that volume, as you can see, is bringing in more wires now. So the volume is a little bit more consistent compared to here and here. And you can see the difference. And we have got okay, so space is still dodgy, still choppy. It's hasn't really broken down properly under the high of days, low of days. Now I consider this to be breaking down 30-20s. If 30-20s start to break with some good force, it might run, but only if it breaks with good volume. Again, this is it's about to do that, but let's see if the continuation is there, follow through. GRVI, guys, is also one of the gappers today. Is trying, but right now, initially it was quite strong. It had that first halt, second halt continued a little bit. There was no second halt, but after first halt, continued and start failing at around 730s, 40s. Then it went down and halted going down. So that was the only action it had. But because this is an interesting stock, a lot of people are watching this. If it starts to creep back up with some volume, this will bring in more buyers. So it's still, I believe, if it starts to go above, VWAP started trading above, I will still consider it strong because it's still a gap up. So I would say anything above 6 is strong on this. So that could be interesting. And there goes Neuro. There goes Neuro, 22 hit. And look at that volume. Look at that. Unfortunately, I didn't take this, but I did discuss about this over here, continuously saying if we have a break of that 19 with good volume and consistency, there's our long. So you could have taken. I don't like to take on the breakout, guys, as it's breaking out the high of day especially. I always wait for this pullback. So if I was to enter on it, I would have entered on this pullback or on this bar here. Or even if I was late, I would have entered on the break of this. But over here, even this volume didn't help me. If this was a little bit higher, then I would have definitely taken that. But looking at it now is bringing that those buyers is squeezing properly now. So this is going to be entertaining to watch. At least we have Neuro to watch, nothing else. Okay, so GRVI has made its decision, guys. It wants to be weak. So now I am looking for shorts on it. GRVI looking for shorts only. Ideally, if it does come back to 6s, any pullback now, I will look into shorting this. Guys, on GRVA, I started small, 587s, and close to 6s I'll add to it as well, 587s. So I'm short GRVI 587s. If it starts to break above 620s, I'll come out of it. But if 6 starts to hold, then I will add to it, guys. So that's the zone. If it does come back, this is the zone still in it at the moment. That's why I took it. Let's see what it does. And right now I'm considering this a gap close, gap fill. Okay, space. Come on. So this will probably be my last trade, guys. I shorted GRVI 587. Stop will be 620s, and we are waiting on it. As I said, if it does come up to 6s and starts holding, then I'll add to it as well. Still waiting on GRVI to break the lows, 570s. This one needs to break the lows quite quickly. It should be doing it now. 570s. GRVI needs to break the lows right about now, 570s. $76, there it goes. Okay. Alright. We need to have some follow through behind it. Ideally 560s wash. Okay, close to 550s will be the partial areas, guys. Maybe even 560s. But ideally, I would like it to go close to 550s, 55s. This area here. By the way, on GRVI, stop goes 610, just over 6s. If it starts to trade up over 6, I'll take it out. But this break isn't really successful because I was expecting this to continue to 660s at least. So we'll keep an eye. It might have a little pause before it sets out for another move. We are still waiting on GRVI. Okay, GRVI is moving now. So let's see if this has a little bit of a follow through. We want a little bit more follow through than that. Now I would like a wash towards 550s. Alright, stop goes just over 6. It's definitely it's a really good example of a pump and dump. It's very cleverly done today. Whoever did this, this was very cleverly done. Pump and dump. Somebody must have made really good money on it. Uh, what a bull crap this is. What a what a joke. Look at this. This is so nice. Like really, it can't be any more obvious than this. Very cleverly done. Right, still waiting on GRVI from 588. Still waiting on GRVI, guys, to break the 560s. Short from 588s, 87s. Alright, come on, GRVI. Get some momentum behind this breakdown. Just need that volume. It's dying down. As it breaks 560s, we want to see that volume coming in. So on GRVI, guys, because it's taking such a long time, I'll be careful on the exit. As it starts to creep back up close to 6s, I'll take it out. My stop still is over 6, but it's just not doing what I expected it to, so I'll be extra careful on it. Still, we are on the green on it, but I'll be definitely careful on it. Watch it, guys. If you are in from the 590s, 588s, then you can even put your stop to break even if you're really aggressive on it or just over it. The fact that it's taking this long for this move to continue is just not that the initial trade idea is not really sort of having that follow through. So I'll definitely be a little bit aggressive on the stop. However, having said that, if you also don't want to get whipped out if there is a wick and then comes back down. So keep your mental stop on the break even, but it has to break above that and start trading above it, then you can get out. But we need that volume to come in. This is not going to do it. but the volume needs to come in. Remember, we are also in that time frame as well where the volume wouldn't come easily, guys. Alright guys, that's what I was talking about. It needs to break that with some volume. So volume is coming in, as you can see. Let me just zoom that in. So the volume just came in, and we want that volume to be consistent now. We just don't want the volume to die down after it breaks. That means we're gonna go into a phase of chop or a pause again. So I want this to continue down with some good volume towards 550s. I want to take some out at 550s, but now you guys definitely could put it on break even now. The stop definitely goes down to break even, and you just let it play out, guys. I've got some music at the background. Hopefully it's not disturbing you guys. I'll find out when I revisit the video, the stream. Alright, let's go. GRVI, we are ready to take some out from you. 550s, around 550s I'll take some out, guys. Come on, give us 550s. Okay, it doesn't want to continue. Get the volume a bit low. Right, so we are safe on this. Our stop is on break even. Mine was 587s, I believe. Let me have a look. Actually 586. Yeah, mine was at 586. Yeah. So stop break even 586s, and we'll just let it play out. Come on, you need to continue. As long as it's staying under that 20 EMA, I'm okay with that. If it starts to break that, something like this, if it starts to break and start trading above it, I'll take it out. I will not go into holding on to this trade over a chop, especially after it starts working. So what I would have really liked is going down to 550s. Almost did 553, but it was kind of hard to take some out. So in these kind of sort of washes, it's really hard to take some out unless you actually take it out like much before 550s, 560s. But I'll wait on it, guys. I am gonna wait on it. Come on, GRVI. You need to break that. Guys, for a $6 stop, sorry, for a $6 stock, you've already got like 25 cents. You can take some out now. I mean, don't just stay there and holding on to everything. Take some out as it slows down. 560s. Um, you know, profit is profit, guys. You know, your initial risk on this one was barely 10-15 cents. So right now you haven't taken 560s. Good place to take some out. Advertisement. Come on, GRVI. That little volume spike came in, but after that, just no continuation. As I said, you know, 560s should have taken some out. If it does come back and hits you, stop. At least you've banked in some. So ooh, PFE. Oh, PFE just missed it. Shoot. There was a short here, guys. 43s, 43.12s. Oh, only about 7 cents stop. Shoot. 42.90s. Yeah, you could go heavy on this as well because stop is about 7 cents, 5 cents even. Might have been late on it now. But the entry was 43.12. Let's watch this, guys. On this one, guys, worst case scenario, I'll be taken out on break even. I think if it does break that 580s, guys, just get out. I'm gonna exit if it does break that 580s. Just making sure it's not a wick, it's a proper break. I need it to stay under that 200 EMA. Right now it's trading over it, but it's not very far from it. That's why I'm gonna exit over 580. But it could easily come down and start trading under it, so just giving it slight room for it to work out. But also I am actually being really tight on the stop as well. So what I'm looking at is here, guys. The stop comes down here. Not much of a difference between the break even. So let's just call it break even. See that EMA is holding once it broke, and it tried it quite a few times to break down again. It's holding. So I'm thinking this might have a little bit of a strength to all the way to 6s maybe. But I won't be holding on to it until 6, guys. You could, but that's just too much risk. Right, snap guys, looks interesting for a short under 76. 76.20, 20 cents stop. Right, I've taken some snap guys, I've taken some snap. 76 slightly ahead of the breakdown, might be a bit risky, 76.07, but I'm anticipating the break of 75 76s. So once it breaks, there it goes, there it goes. Our stop is hold on, that's giving us a nice little short. That's really good, really good. Okay, washing really nicely. Our stop right now, our stop could be actually on break even, to be honest. This is the fastest trade that worked so far. Straight away after entering, boom, straight away to break even. Absolutely beautiful. And if it does come back and take us out, that's fine, but I'm looking at 75s on this, guys. The trade, I'm looking at 70 75 10s. This zone here, guys, that's the exit. So let's wait for it on that. So entry really nice, 76.07 my entry was, but you could have entered the 76.05s, 4s, even under 75s, 76s, but your stop should have gone back down to 76.10s, 76.08s now. So and also our GRVI is see, this stop really actually worked out. This area, this zone held nicely. Now we're waiting for it to break the lows of the day. If you haven't taken any out at this level here, 560s, yeah, right now is another opportunity for you to take some out. Alright, looking good. Snap looking good. Really nice. Really nice. 560s. I want to take some out. 560s, guys. 557s. Come on, give me 557s. Oh, okay, let me just put snap here. I'm trying to take some out, guys, just before 550. 7550, sorry. 7550s. Right about there. There was a chance here. See, the thing is, right here, 7560s is a strong area, guys, remember. We've got this level here is bouncing off of now. So we should have definitely taken some out. I couldn't, to be honest. Even now, there's a chance for some to get taken out. I'm gonna take some out, guys, because I believe that area is strong enough. So gonna take some out. 75, 60. I've got 64s here. Right there. So I had 64s right there, 64s, and that's the first partial. And then my stop already is on break even, so I'm gonna wait for this target to get hit. I'm okay with that. Okay, so really looking good. Snap, really good, in a good position. Stop with break even. First partial taken out. And on this one as well, guys, you should be in a good position. You should have taken your first partial here or there. I haven't. That's why I didn't put anything in there. I haven't taken any partial yet on this. But my stop is on break even. So I am still in a good position on this GRVI. So 2 trays running really nicely. So let's put it here, guys. We have GRVI and we have snap. Okay, the snap. Let's get it a bit. The whole day's chart. There we go. Snap is snapping down, which is good. We want that. We want that. Let's go hit our target, which is 75 tens. So that's our target. We want that to get hit. Once it hits that, I will be all out on it. I'm not gonna wait for it to break down the VWAP. Right, guys, just a reminder, if you haven't taken anything out on snap, you must take it now. That area 60s 50s is the level for you to take the partial out. And our GRVI, I really need that 550s to break. And if it does give us some volume, at the moment volume is just, it's not there. Come on, snap. Let's go. Hit our target. 75 tens. I'll take everything off. Guys, we are gonna bring down our stop just over 75.86. Right here, our stop goes down just in case if it turns around before the area. But if it does give you 75.20s, even 15s, don't hesitate to take it. Don't just wait for 75, guys. You want to take it 10-20 cents before it. So as soon as it goes into that zone, I'm gonna take that out, guys. Maybe even before that. Okay, space 280721. What else did I have? This is GRVI. GRVI 280721. GME. PFE. PFE. Long. I have no idea what this music is about, but I love it. I hope you can hear it. I don't know what they're saying, but I just love the music. Right guys, so we are still waiting on Snap to give us that target, and it's going for it. Our stop hasn't been taken out yet. This might be the move that it gives us that 75 14s, 15s, 10s. And also we are waiting on GRVI. It's taking such a long time, but our stop is on break even. You guys should have taken your partials out here or there. And now we're just waiting for it to break that 750s and maybe give us that close to 5 targets. So we are still waiting on this, guys. I'm gonna put 2 minutes on it, guys. 2 minutes. Because it's getting a bit congested. 1 minute chart. Alright, that's looking good. Snap is looking really good. That stop is really ideal. If you want, you can put it over 75, 70. Actually, there's not much of a difference, to be honest. Guys, I will be taking Snap. I will be taking at around 75 15s, okay? 75 15s, I'll take everything off on Snap. Come on, Snap, give us give us that target, 75 15s, please. Come on, just one more wash to the 200 EMA and I'll take you out. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna take all out, guys. 7505, even better. Come on, give me 7505s. Yeah, didn't give me 5s. Shoot, I could have taken that 75 10s. Just couldn't get me on the 7505s on the bid, basically. On the bid, I couldn't take it out, guys. But if you had, well, congrats. There we go. That's our target achieved. Awesome job. Let's talk about it here. Where is it? Sorry, here. So Snap, where are you? Here. All right, guys. So this trade, if you had taken your, it did reach our target, guys. You know, I just couldn't take it out. But great trade, guys. Absolutely beautiful trade. As soon as I saw, this is one of my setups, guys. I just, if anybody interested, I can explain. But anyways, as soon as I saw it setting up, I went into straight, change the chart, start trading at 7607s, around that area. I got in a bit early, but I called out under 76s. But it was already creating that momentum to break down the 76. So I actually anticipated the breakdown, entered a bit early. Stop was 20 cents. and first partial 76.60s. So for me it's like 45 cents per partial, and then brought the stop down. You can even push your stop down here. Now guys, you should have taken everything off. Well, I was planning to take everything off 75.10s, but when I saw 75.05s, I wanted to take the bid, hit the bid. That's when I couldn't hit it, so it all of a sudden jumped to 75.13s and 17s. So I just didn't want to chase the exit. But anything close to 75.15s, I will take everything off, guys. I'll take everything off. And we are out of GRVI. That's the snap recap, guys. And then we are out of GRVI, guys, here on break even. This could just be a wick, but I'm okay with that. I just this trade itself, even if it pays off, I will not be very happy with it, because it's just hasn't done what I expected to do. Whereas complete opposite. Snap as soon as I enter, boom, 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 boom. There you go. Partial, done. That's how it should be, because you know, if your thesis is saying that it's gonna drop, it should drop. You know, if it's not dropping, there is something wrong with your either trade, you're too early, or the trade isn't there. So that's why I really love to see these kind of moves, especially this one. After effects is fine, but that first initial move is just confirming that the price is not gonna get back to my break even. In fact, as soon as it moved below this level, we moved our stop to break even straight away. So that's probably one of the most the fastest trade and fastest reactionary trade that I've seen for some time now. Yeah, I'd love to see these kind of trades. So really nice trade on Snap, guys. Just GRV, just couldn't give us anything, although it had right here 76.60s. I kept on saying take your partial, take your partial, take your partials, but I myself didn't, because I was looking for more around 550s, maybe even more. So unfortunately on that break even, slight green, to be honest. And still waiting on Snap to maybe possibly give me 75.10s. 75.10s. Guys, since it bounced off of this area very strongly, I am a little bit concerned about this. So I'm gonna put my stop just over this area here. So if it does come back up, we'll be out around 75.40s. I just can't hold on to it because it has reached my target. I just wasn't there to take it. Yeah, I'm trying to take it out, guys. I'm gonna take it out 75.40s, 39s, 40s. I'm out, guys, on here. Unfortunately, I just missed on this whole 30 cents, 35 cents move. But the idea was definitely there, guys. Could have taken anything here, 75.10s, 13s, or 5s, which I didn't. I did try, I couldn't get in. But you know, if you want to be conservative, leave your stop just on let's say on the first partial here, or better yet, just over here, and then bring it down slightly, bring it down as it starts to drop down. But I'm out. 75.40s. Absolutely cracking of a trade, this one, guys. Let me show you what I mean by that. So I always do this with my good trades. This was our risk. And this, because this was our target or profit. This was our risk. So as you can see, guys, risking 1 to get this is definitely 4 plus, maybe even 5. So mine was about 15 cents, about 20 cents, let's say 20 cents stop initially, but from 76.08 or 7s to, let's say here 76.50s, 60, yeah, about 4. I would say about 1 to 4, guys. So you can clearly see, guys, I could be losing 3 trades in a row, but if I have this sort of trade at least once, that's gonna cover my 3-4 trades. Sometimes this is 4, 5, 6. Sometimes it could go up to 10 as well. I've seen this actually 20s. I've seen risking 10 to get $2, more than $2. But that's a very rare moment, once in a month or so. So there you go, that's the update for Snap. Great trade, guys, absolutely beautiful. It was worth the wait, because initially today it was a bit slow. So I'm happy with that, guys. Today nice green. Initially we had some small losers, but we had some small winners as well, but this made up for everything, guys. So really good. I'm happy today. Great day in the end. Actually, I didn't expect it at this time, but hey, I'll take it. Anyways, guys, take it easy. I will be doing the live trades tomorrow as well, same time. So 9:15 EST. I will see you in the live stream, guys. Take it easy. Stay safe out there.